What are some of the skills that they learn that is going to be transferable to their life and for the rest of their life?
The biggest one is discipline. Any parent that have a kid that wants to show up to tear muscles in their body, they're going to be okay in life. They want to get up 2 days, 3 days a week and go work on something that they have never worked on in their life. Discipline is the big one that we teach and we get them to learn. Getting uncomfortable is another one that we teach. And then the most important, educate them on how their body is designed to move. As they go through adversity, because they're going to be challenged. Now, don't get me wrong, we're not going to get results if we don't challenge you. We obviously have to be challenged throughout it in order to be able to jump higher or move quicker or be more explosive in regards to your sport, react, proprioception, all of that. But there's also the time where you have to be able to compete. And when you're competing and something happens that don't go your way, how do you handle that? Can you bounce back? Do you have, short-term memory loss? Or do you continue to sustain throughout that? So that's the biggest thing that we also learn because I'm watching that. I'm watching how you respond when it gets a little tough. You know what I mean? I'm asking those uncomfortable questions. And and I'm one of the few people in the staff get a chance to see you uncomfortable. So when you get vulnerable and uncomfortable, and now you have to be open about that in a safe environment, we're teaching them it's okay with that and eliminate. If fear is fear real for most people? Well, it's man-made. You create that in your mind. So now how can you overcome that fear? It's going to happen. And we teach them those strategies, those things. So being disciplined, understanding the power of visualization, being confident is another one. But those big two is major, discipline and confidence.
Yeah. So you just touched on something that I would like to expand on. Mm-hmm. What are some of the things that people can do to snap back when things don't go their way, when they are facing those adversity, the challenges of life?
Leading up to adversity, we know it's inevitable. Like you talk about your significant other or your wife or you're going to get in an argument. It's inevitable. It's how you handle that, right? How much in life we have control over. We have control over our actions, our reactions, our effort, and our attitude. So if I'm doing everything I have to do to execute, to understand, there's so many other uncontrollables in this world. That adversity, I have to understand that it's coming. I'm not anticipating it, but whenever it does happen, I have to ask myself the first question. Did I do everything in my power to avoid this? How much control I had over this situation? Whether it was a breakup, I got cut. We get, how many kids we get that was just cut off of a team? And I love that a parent would say, Coach, this is what happened. And now you got a kid exuding with confidence that no matter how it is that they're going into a particular situation, in the back of their head, they may think, okay, I'm going to get cut. But you know what they're also thinking? I'm going to get out here and give my all to where I don't get cut. And I'm going to be good enough to where the politics don't matter. Mm-hmm. So dealing with adversity is inevitable. It's how you lead up and build yourself and understanding, being enforced with the uncontrollables.
Yeah.
And that's how you handle it because it's so much beyond your control.
Yeah.
That's so fire. Fire, fire, fire. That's so fire, baby. That's so fire. Fire. That's so fire.